Well, hello, everyone. Is anyone there? Let's take a look at the chat. Hey, Sam. Can you folks introduce yourselves and tell me what schools you're from? Hey, Sam, welcome. Welcome to the folks that just joined us. Could you guys introduce yourselves in the chat, please? All right. So who is actually here? I think Jocelyn's here from LHS. Welcome, Jocelyn. We got Sam. And I'm gonna start with, why did you pick this session? What was it about the title of the session that you wanted to talk about? All right, so it looks like we might be having, I was interested because I am a youth venture leader. Jocelyn, what is your youth venture?
Go for Kids.
Say that again?
Go for Kids. We help with natural disasters.
Oh, awesome. And are you from Skyview or Samoset?
Leominster High School.
Oh, so you started it at Leominster High School?
I started it in Skyview and then brought it to LHS with me.
All right. And are you a freshman at LHS?
I'm a sophomore.
A sophomore. All right. So we're going to be back in the school hopefully in the fall. So you are the you folks got together to help folks that ran into trouble with natural disasters, right? And is there anything you're working on right now that we can help you with?
Well, I had an event set up before the pandemic, so now we just have to wait so we can get a new place to host it with social distancing.
And what was the event?
It was a parents' night out where like parents can bring their kids and they can all hang out as a family and get a break from like their day to day.
I remember you. I remember you. That is an awesome idea, and it's going to be even more awesome once parents get away from their children after the pandemic. So Sam, you are at Gardner High School, and Youth Venture is actually at Gardner High School. We're with Mr. Jackman, and if you go to his advisory. So is there something that you're interested in? Welcome to the folks that were new. I thought the name of this was interesting. I'm not currently doing anything, but I'd like to. All right, so I guess I can tell you guys a little bit about Youth Venture, because Youth Venture, depending on the school you're in, is whether or not it's in the school or you've been exposed to it. So what Youth Venture is all about is it's an avenue for students from elementary to high school and actually into college to identify something that they really want to make a change in the world. And either raise money or raise awareness or make people more conscious about it. So it can be as simple as we'll have teams that'll raise money to help the animal control officer in Fitchburg and Leominster because there's so many stray animals. And it can be as complex as there's 3 venturers at Leominster High School, probably about 6-7 years ago now. And they wanted a class on mental health. So they got together and they spent most of high school working on what a class for mental health would look like. They wrote the curriculum and it actually went up to the State House and became a class. So there is a half-year class in every high school that's offered in every high school in Massachusetts that gets people to understand mental health and to try to take the stigma against mental health. So a youth venture can be as small as just raising some money, and it can be as big as making cultural change and change in the school's curriculum. So does anybody here have any ideas of what they really care about and what they want to make a difference?
I would like to see a change in suicidal attempts in teenagers and young adults.
Yeah. So especially now through the pandemic, there is really an increase. In suicide attempts. There's actually, when this thing is done today, all of the resources that we brought together are going to be available to you because it'll re-release itself, and then you can see all the things that you didn't attend. And there are resources in the resource area for students that are contemplating it, or what you do, like help with what you do if you hear a friend start to talk about it. But it is right now, it's really, it's tough. It's tough. You guys are feeling a little isolated. How many of you have gone back to school and are in school in person? Can you hit like the reaction button at the bottom of the Zoom? Do you see the reactions? So that's a reaction. Can you guys hit the reaction button? If you've gone back to school. So for a lot of students, they just want to wait till September. They don't want to start something new right now. There's only 8 weeks or 10 weeks left of school, and they just want to, but they still have to get out there and start to communicate, because that's really important. What other things do you guys think about? Is anybody concerned with the environment? I am told that our generation doesn't pay attention to it and is not taking it seriously. Yeah.
Pollution rates should be going down.
Pollution rate should be going down. You're correct. Like it is, it should not be going up. So there's a couple of car companies that have committed to be all electric by 2032. So 2032, though, is another 10 years away. There's a lot of damage that can be done to the environment in 10 years. What else do you guys care about? All right. So for the folks that are here, if you go to Gardner High School, Mr. Jackman is the person you want to talk to. We are not in Leominster High School right now, but if you want to let Miss Oliveri know that you're interested in having Youth Venture, if you let her know, or Mr. Dobzinski at Fitchburg High School, or we're in all the schools at Fitchburg, but basically you would let your principal know that you want to bring Youth Venture back in. And we are working to get back in again. And I think from here, you guys can go back out to the main stage with DJ O'May. Okay? Thank you.